Let me clear my throat. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the
Smoking friends.
show that will never fucking end as long as there's internet. Now, it is early in the morning. I'm in my robe with the short sleeves. Yes, I am. And a little breakfast for champions. Um, I was just feeling snazzy because I woke up early. If you know me, I'm an early bird. Woke up early. And I said, let me just get a morning some. Remember Jay used to say, get a summer some? Let me get a morning some. Ah, it is great. Great Saturday. My kids are asleep. Now, I thinking, I wonder if I would get hit with copyright shit. I don't know, but we're going for it this morning. We're going for it this morning. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. We're going for it this morning. This is why I try to tell people go to my YouTube and subscribe on my YouTube because it doesn't get blocked. It won't block a lot of stuff. Now, we're gonna do this early. We're gonna do this early. We are going to do this early. All right. Maybe about a couple hours ago, Drake did his thing, came on the radio on the Sound 42, the OVO shit, and he played some music. He played some music, but he gave us a treat. He gave us the Three Stacks and Kanye. I'm gonna be real. I wanna I might just fast forward it. I might just fast forward it. Have to. I can't even hear this shit. Mama, your son in the red hat had suffered setbacks, had shit and said that's had made everyone mad. He made 808, so he's everyone that know he ever gets that hope. Terror on spot, short close my eyes, I can see more. Nobody punked me, nobody pressured me, nobody. I ain't trying to turn it down. When the gangsters eat thanks to me. And my favorite principal name was Mrs. Booten. I can barely hear this shit. The perfect instructor for young Putin, Vladimir. Just so that is clear, whom should we fear when we know Dad is here? I don't play boy over your dead body. This is crazy because, my opinion, this track is harder than Donda and Certified Lover Boy. Was the best ghostwriter I ever had. South Park had jokes about fish sticks. To this day, the whole team could kiss this stick. Virgil and Drake on the same text, and it wasn't about the matching Arc'teryx or Kid Cudi dress. Just told these grown men stop it with the funny shit. I might hire the whole team from ACG, so don't text me like I'm Juanita JCV. Or more important, Monica Corgan, who was there for me. Somebody really there for me was rare for me. That was new air to breathe when I was on. Now, you can go listen to the rest of it. Life of the Party was a league track. I, for one, myself, I fuck with that. I love that yay. I love that yay. But is this how women be feeling? They be like, let me put my robe out. Let me put my robe out. I don't know. But oh, I wanted to tell a story. Just a quick story. I just want to talk. Can I talk a little bit, please? Just in case.
Ratchet nigga alert. Ratchet nigga alert.
So I get asked a couple questions every now and then, and I started writing them down and was figured I would answer them during the show, whatever. Somebody asked me, how
did I get into podcasting? Now, let me take you back to the year 2016, the end of 2016, though. 2015, in 2015. My daughter was born 2015, and probably one of my homies, I used to be a rapper. So one of my homies, he was moving and he had all this studio equipment. I already had studio shit, but he had just everything else I needed, just to the studio monitors, all that, the mic, the this is my shit, the focus right, all that shit. So he didn't even sell it to me. He was like, "Yo, I need help moving, and I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. If you help me, I'll give it to you." Me being the nice guy that I am, and I had just caught the Jeep, I was like, "Yeah, I got you." You know. So he ended up moving, and then it was like, I think I was still. I don't want to say. I don't think I was. Oh. So I was still kind of rapping, and I was making a mixtape called Moke and Friends. I was making a mixtape called Moke and Friends. Oh, before we go on, be sure to check out my sponsors, penmanshipclothing.com. Get the little nifty hat. I got some more clothes. I don't be wearing the clothes. I don't know. I do wear the clothes, but not on the show, just because I'm just in here. But Muggsy, we got to get a Moke promo code for the good people that go to your site. But let me just put this on the screen too. How did I get into podcasting? So we kind of don't talk about. So I was kind of still rapping. I was working on a mixtape called Moke and Friends. It was going to be a mixtape where it had a feature on every single track. Every track had a feature. Funny thing is, Muggsy was one of the people I hollered at. He hit me with the verse right away. Champ 432. I think he supplied me with a beat and hit me with a verse right away. A couple people hit me with a verse. Now, at this time, Rosar, she's you know what I'm saying, and so then I started thinking, oh man, do I really want to keep rapping? But I think at this time I'm on paternity leave with my ex. And so we're just kind of Netflixing it all the fucking time. And I think it was IFC. It was one of these. But I discovered a show. Called Maron. It was about Mark Maron. I call him the pod god. But basically, he's a comedian. This is a true story. Podcast people out of his garage, wife left him, blah, 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 yada, yada. And so I started just seeing he was just potting out his garage. I was like, yo, that's dope. That's dope. So I look and I see I have all this equipment. Should I? I said, DJ, you know a lot of people. You like to talk. Should you try to podcast? Now, before I started podcasting, I wasn't listening to podcasting. Even when I started podcasting, I wasn't listening to podcasts. I was literally just watching Mark Maron's show. So the only thing I would see about podcasting was on his show. I wasn't going back, whatever, none of that. And so, honestly, I never listened to, Mark Maron was my favorite podcaster starting. And I probably listened to maybe 3 episodes of him till this day. One was the Obama one, and the Obama one, that was such a fucking staple because it's like, my nigga, you podcast in your garage. You had Barry in your fucking garage. You had the fucking president in your garage podcasting, nigga. So I remember my homie who gave me all the equipment. I said, hey, you know, come do the pod with me. And he was like, yeah. So Moke, and it wasn't even called Moke and Friends at first. I don't even know what the fuck it was called. But it was gonna be me and him. Shout out Brad. Brad was my guy. It's gonna be me and him. He's out in Miami now. And so we did the first episode. The first episode was great. It was fucking great. It was a story about how he picked up this homeless chick. She tried to crook, and how his dad killed somebody back in the day in Mexico, and they were on the run. Blah blah blah. It was great. Second episode came. I'm thinking like, okay. So at this point, I'm recording like every Sunday, dropping on Monday. And then he said, Moke, I don't think I can do this show anymore. Why? Well, you know, when people can't do things, I don't really ask them why. I respect it. I said, all right. So he couldn't do it anymore. So the second episode, I got my best friends, Thiago and Moses, on. And that episode, we taped it. Even Rosario, she makes a brief cameo in it because she was crying for a pop. So and that episode, we weren't even sitting down across from each other. We were standing up. We had Mike standing up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just with the baby, whatever. And she was so good. Just, yeah, let me be cute. Yeah. So it was great. The next week comes. And I'm watching Marion. You know, he's talking to other his peers, of comedian, his peers of the LA culture, whatever the fuck they got going on. So now I start kind of thinking to myself, all right, you're not gonna really do this Moke and Friends mixtape. What are you gonna call this podcast? Moke and Friends. Yeah, the Moke and Friends.
Moke and Friends.
And the premise was it's gonna be
Moke and Friends.
a grown ass nigga sounded like a kid. Moke and Friends, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay. And then you see at the beginning, the first logo was the one you see at the beginning with the little handwriting and stick figures. And you see there's two, three people. Me with the dreads. I used to have dreads. Josh was the cameraman, and then there was a guest. So now I don't tell anybody I'm stopping the mixtape. I just stop. So now, you know, Moses and Thiago, they had their own life. You know, they can't just come pod whenever I want a fucking podcast. So now I start using my resources. I started reaching out to my peers. I've always felt like I've been a solid person. I've always felt like I've been a solid person. So I reach out to my rapper friends because I've been on the rap scene for a very, very long time. Sorry for the squeaking chair. I know last podcast I kept hitting the table, doing whatever. This mic that I have is very nice. So I'm sorry that it picks up a lot of shit. So I start reaching out to people. The first person I hit up, it had to be either Junior or Tank. Now, at that point in time, Junior was Junior, and he was going by Junior BBC. Pause. And I asked him about that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what he said it meant, but he was my favorite rapper at the time in Austin. So I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, can you come on the show? I'm doing this podcast thing, blah blah blah." Me and Junior, we've always fucked with each other, but we never just chatted and talked. He's like, "Yeah, come through. Give him the address. He comes through." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." Great show. We had a great fucking show. And this is when I was like, okay, Smoking Friends, we are going to have guests, interview base. It's going to be interview base. Second episode, hit up Tank Washington. The episode was memorable for me because that's when I had Shiloh. Shiloh is my big ass dog. Shiloh is with my daughter EJ right now. Shiloh was my big dog, and Shiloh loved her pappy. Boy, she loved her pappy. So whenever I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment at the time, so my girl and the baby would be in another room or they would be gone. And my middle room, that was my kids' room on every other weekend when I had custody of them. Now I live with them now, but just growth. But when I had the custody, so I would turn that into the pod room. If my if Ro wasn't there, Shiloh was with me. So Tank comes in. This nigga's like, yo, this is a big dog. And this is why I stopped telling people this. When people say, oh, my dog's cool, my dog don't bite. I did that one time. I said, yo, my dog's cool. She doesn't bite. Dude kept fucking with her through the gate. She got his ass. Hole right there. She does bite. I guess so. Now, even when people tell me that, I'm like, no, your dog doesn't bite you. It's a difference. Off subject. I'll ask my girl, am I alcoholic? Just because I don't get fucked up, but I would drink me some wine early in the morning. I would drink some liquor in the morning. But I'm not trying to get saucy. I'm trying to get right. I'm not trying to get nothing. It's here. It's here. So anyway, Tank comes in. He's like, oh, man. So I recently did a re-interview with Tank. It was great. But the first interview I did with Tank, I felt fucked up after watching it or listening to it again because the whole time he is shook of my dog. Like you can see the nigga. He's sweating. He's nervous. The way he's talking, and my dog is literally like we're across from each other on a table, and my dog is under the table, sometimes sniffing him, but mainly just chilling next to me. Let me do something real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Because I be trying to let motherfuckers know what's going on, man. But I'm also just trying to see some shit, So I'm sorry if I don't have allergies, but it's kind of cold in the morning, and I got the air conditioner on, and I just kind of want to spit out a loogie, but I'm not gonna be nasty. All right, let me take it. I better see something real quick. See something. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good weekend. It is Labor Day weekend. It's always great. I love fucking holidays. Barbecue something. Funny thing is, I never barbecued before. I probably know how to, but I've never just sat down and fucking barbecued. Okay, I'm looking at something real quick. I want to make sure everything is okay. Let me show something real quick. I was a little bit wrong on the timeline. Okay, first episode 5 years ago. That's what I tell niggas. I've been doing this. I may not have a lot of plays, a lot of listens, a lot of whatever, But I've been doing this 5 years ago is when I started. Picking up homeless chicks, my dad can kill yours. Chatting with friends. So my first interview was with Junior. Junior was my first interview. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Okay. My first interview was with Junior. My second interview was with Compton as Leon, who's a dancer. My third interview was with Chris. My fourth interview was with Tank. That was when Tank came out with the Pain album. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Then I did Samantha Lee, Chad. Like I'm just showing y'all. Just the catalog is huge. The catalog is huge, and some of these people were people I met, for the first time, the Chamothy one. But I'm not gonna go down that. You can go to my SoundCloud, go to Moke and Friends. It's Friends with an S. But if you look at me on Instagram, it's Friends with a Z. So when I first started that shit, I excuse me, I was a shy person. I'm a shy nigga. I'm an introvert. I am. I'm an introvert. I'm shy. But now that I am 35, I'm not as shy as I should be. I am an introvert still. But I talk when I need to talk. When it's deemed to speak. Right? So at this point, let me count real quick. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 episodes. Consistently. 18 episodes every Sunday. Literally, a day after the 18th episode, my daughter passes away. Let me see. She passed away. Then 2 weeks after that, as I pick it back up, that's when shit happens. That's when you lose sight of focus, everything like that. That's when not you, but that's when I started saying, what the fuck am I doing? But then that's when I realized that this is a fucking outlet for me. It's a fucking outlet. So I asked myself, Moke, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Your daughter just died. You got guests lined up. This wasn't my thinking at the time. But now, it sucks. You got to grieve. You got to go through it. But at the end of the day, the show must go on. So that was the next podcast. The next 3 podcasts I have is my guy Mahoney, my old producer Gary, and then Jackie Benson. And at this time, when they're coming over to the crib looks way different. Because before Ro died, me and my ex were gonna break up anyway. So the day Ro died was the day that she got her keys to her own apartment. So now I have guests coming over, and it's ghost town. And I'm not doing much because I'm just like, besides suffering in my grief, I'm just there. So before I flip my lid, I have my shows, and that's when I realized I'm good at this shit. Now, funny thing is before my daughter passed away, I still haven't listened to podcasts. See, that's the thing. That's the thing people didn't realize. Until 2020 was the first time I started listening to my own shows. I maybe have listened to maybe 2 or 3 shows that I've done that are audio, but I never used to listen to any of my shows. Never. I'm just sitting here with my bird chest out, man. My bad. Shout out to my mom and my stepdad. They're on a fucking cruise. I said, while they would be on the cruise,
Ratchet nigga alert. Ratchet nigga alert.
I will be acting a fucking donkey. But no. So anyway, I told y'all I had to record a pilot. I recorded that pilot. I woke up today, 6:00 this morning. I'm a hard worker, and I know I may bullshit a lot, but I be serious with shit. I woke up at 6:00 this morning, recorded my pilot, and I'm just like, yo, am I extra? Because there's certain ways and certain things how I want it to be done. So as I'm recording the pilot, I'm also doing the commentary, like, okay, this is where the scene will switch. This is where this is. I'm like, oh my God, is that good or bad? I'm looking like when the mom's like, come on, boy, don't you miss that bus? I'm just on one. I'm always on one. Anyway. And when I first started podcasting on SoundCloud, I always, before, shout out to Chucky Beats, because my intro is from Chucky Beats, and I hit him. I was like, yo, can I use this for my pod? I hit him 5 years ago. Like when I first started, he was like, yo, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I talked to him since, and he's just like, yo, that is so dope. It's been 5 years and you got the same fucking song. I love it. I love it. So shout out Chucky Beats, man. Some people tell me, Moke, you should play your own beats on your pod. I should. I may one day. I just gotta upload them because I have a page on SoundCloud, but it was when I first started. But now the holy grails, they're on. We're my holy grails are on this. Oh, and this. But I got a whole ass another laptop too, a PC. I make my beats on the PC. I'm not making my beats on a fucking Mac. I don't do much on a Mac besides podcasts because I am a PC guy. Oh, at heart. Oh, this is my Rosara tattoo. It says Rosara, too beautiful for this world. That was something I thought about after she passed. I said that at the funeral. I was like, yo, she was too beautiful for this world. She was gorgeous. Blue eyes. First word, dada. She loved, and I don't be trying to take nothing from my mom because her mom did good. They had a special bond, but the bond we had, me and Ro would stay up and watch basketball. She'd watch it. I remember we watched the NCAA championships, but then I took her to her first basketball game because her sister Ava at the time, Ava was 8, she was a cheerleader, and so I would go to the games on Saturday to watch her cheer. But I remember I took Ro and I stood Ro up in my lap, I didn't sit her, I stood her up. And there's little 8-year-olds playing basketball, but she the whole time was like, and I was just like, yo, this is my little nigga. Like, yo, Ro, man, we did everything. I'm talking about we did everything. I would let her go out. Well, I would take her outside and we would touch different things so she can feel different textures and stuff. Meet people. One weird time, it was Halloween, and I was living on South First, and there was neighborhoods that was nice. They were had haunted house, all type of shit. And I had Ro, and Ro was like a little cat. You know what I'm saying? But she fell asleep, and this lady walked up to me. I don't know why white people do this. She said, "Can I smell your baby?" No. Like, the fuck? No. The fuck you mean? Later on that night, had Ro at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hugging her. Smelt her. That baby smell. I said, I get it. I get why somebody be like, yo, can I smell your baby? Because the baby smell, it just smells so good. It smells so clean, innocent. Unless it's like shitty. Then it's just shitty. But yeah. So anyway, man, I'm gonna do a lot of podcasts this weekend. So you might see me live, you may see me live, some might be live, some might be pre-recorded. But I was literally just coming out here to say good morning. Go check out that new Kanye track. Both 2 albums are great. I cannot wait till Lupe drops the album. Lupe might be shitting on everybody. Nas still has album of the year. Kendrick Lamar, we're waiting on you. I mean, we're waiting, but it's like, you're gonna do what you do, Kung Fu. But see, this is Kendrick's last TDE album. You know what I'm saying? This is his last TDE album, so you know it's gonna be fire. You know everybody TDE is gonna be on it. You don't know that. They probably won't. But you know it's gonna be fire. Here, Ali, all them back at it. Oh, rest in peace to my dog Ali. Cheers. I gotta get better and more aware of the sounds. Rest in peace, Ali. Shout out to my dog Apollo. Shout out Shiloh. Hope y'all enjoy your morning, enjoy your weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Be careful out there, man, and love yourselves. And if you don't hear from me, know that I'm good, man. I'm good. Y'all be cool, man. Moke and Freds. Oh, I'm gonna play the full intro just so. Oh, wait. One more time. Penmanshipclothing.com. That is my sponsor. If you want to sponsor the show, hit me up. We can work something out. Penmanshipclothing.com. They got some fly shit. And the turnaround time is very quick because shit's already made. So shout out Muggsy, man. Shout out everybody. Happy Saturday or Sabbath.